You are tuned in to the JDawg and Leevis Show. After years of playing together in bands and tons of late-night conversations, it was decided that it was only fair we repeat it all here.
Tonight on the JDawg and Leevis Show, celebrity Uber, tree tapping, mild winter farming, Parvin Schmutzenberg's issues, and a boatload of studio guests. And me, Dirk the drummer.
I'm ready. Are you ready? Are we on?
Now we're ready.
That's lovely.
Ready.
I can't believe that's
Are
the...
you ear flap cadetting me?
I can't believe that's the intro to my song. And by my song, I mean George Michael's song. I didn't write it. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I've got to think twice before I give my heart away. I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too. But I need some time off from that emotion, time to pick my heart up off the floor. When love comes down without devotion, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. 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 Baby, no, I'm asking you me to stay. Say, please, please, please don't go away. Say I'm giving you the blues. Maybe me, every word you say, can't help but think of yesterday. And another who tied me down, lover boy rules. Before this river becomes an ocean, before you throw my heart back on the floor. When love comes down without devotion, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. 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 Before this river becomes an ocean, before you throw my heart back on the floor, love comes down without devotion. It takes a strong hand, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. 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 Okay.
Don't you gargle your whiskey?
So what's stupid here is that both JDawg and I gargle our whiskey at the same time.
Great minds think alike.
We're whiskey gargling mothers.
Hi, I'm Whiskey.
Oh, hello.
Well, it's not just us tonight. Leevis.
No, it is not.
No, it's not. So for all 75 listeners, we have a treat for you. Well, you know who's here.
Well, yeah, because we can barely do a show without him anymore.
Go ahead.
So,
Thank you so much, baby.
There he is. There he is. As a matter of
so
fact,
happy.
when I was setting up tonight, Asian Matt, and I told you this before, I was thinking, do I have enough mics? Because I'm sure Matt's coming.
probably.
And sure enough, he's the first one over and comes in the door.
just-
Hello! There he is.
I'm surprised he even left.
But
Because that's half the trick
Well,
is getting him out of your house at
I
the
saw
end of
that
the
you were
night.
doing a podcast, and I wasn't invited, so of course I showed up.
And why not? We have another in-studio guest.
What? Where?
Been here before.
Okay.
Talked about avocado cupcakes, or what was that a long time ago?
Oh,
Black
chocolate.
bean.
Black bean
Black
cupcakes.
bean.
Talked about bees. Talked about
I remember bees.
milk and how it affects the global economy. In studio, Marty, everybody,
Howdy,
is
folks.
back.
Yay.
So we got a full house. We got
Why you no clap for me?
we got because you already got the clap. Hey, don't need any more. Hey,
Hey.
but this is the first time in the history of the show that there's a fifth microphone.
That's true. We have never been able to successfully keep 5 people in North Brown Studios
And it's not-
simultaneously.
No, we have not. And it's not the one by Asian Matt's butt. To catch those glorious moments.
Yes, those
That we don't count that one. That's the
that
sixth
just
microphone.
makes the show.
That's the one with the sixth sense.
Wait, is this
You
supposed
like
to be
that?
up?
You see where that-
Yeah.
Yes, on the fifth.
Sensorama.
On the not the sixth, the fifth microphone. We've talked about him on the show. We've never had him on the show. And I don't even know if he's ever heard the damn show.
So he's no longer out of studio, is what you're
He
saying.
is no longer out of studio. He is now in studio. Drummer Dirk. Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you. Appreciate it. Kind.
I'm in love with Drummer Dirk's voice already.
all right, Drummer Dirk, turn your mic off.
Like, be a good drummer. Just shut up and drum. Nobody cares what you think.
You're not
keep the
Phil
beat.
Collins.
Just keep
Turn
the
the
beat.
mic off.
Good night.
And scene.
Oh, but did you hear how he said that?
I
though?
did. This is going to be very interesting to have that voice shooting over there. So,
Hang on, because we are already needing a booze break.
a booze break is
Yeah.
that?
Asian Matt's already out of beer, so.
Oh, yeah. Get him another Miller Lite.
Hey, I don't drink Miller Lite. I drink something manly. Oh, thanks, Leevis.
Usually, you have those little
He has been here.
Steiny bottles.
Let him drink his Miller Lite and smoke his Caprice. He'll be fine.
You do smoke Capris, don't you?
Menthol 100.
Swisher Sweets.
Or what's the other thin one? Not Capris. It's like a
More?
Monarch or Butterfly something
I don't
or
know.
White
What are you
Owl.
talking about?
oh, I don't know. It was a long night that night. It was a real late night that night.
Was that the name of the strippers?
Monarch and
Capri,
Butterfly?
Moonlight, Monarch, Butterfly.
They were a tag team.
Swisher Sweet.
If you were a stripper, that would be your
That would
name.
be my name.
What do you mean if?
Or you could be a roller derby girl.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Monarch Butterfly?
No, Swisher
Swisher
Sweet.
Oh,
Sweet.
Swisher Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Doesn't Swisher Sweet make a grape flavor now that I saw?
And strawberry.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Is his mic on? Did you turn his mic
It's
off?
gross.
No,
I'm,
he's
I'm
on.
kind of holding it far away because I thought it was red lighting.
No, that's JDawg.
Oh.
Whenever it goes red, it's him.
Oh.
It's always me!
See,
He actually came late, so he has to hold his mic tonight.
That's true.
I'll hold your mic later.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Well, it's better than what you're usually holding during the show.
That's
Say,
true.
I'll hold your Marty later
Your
too.
sweaty butt.
Plus, I'm actually wearing pants this time. Well, tonight, we're going to be having not only a show, but Mini Hans will be invaded
Yes.
because we need to practice.
It's kind of a yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
All of us, except for you.
Except for Asian man.
Yeah.
He's got family stuff next weekend.
Blah blah blah.
I thought we were his family.
Wait,
That's what I thought.
No.
Oh, it's not family stuff? I thought it was family stuff.
No, you're not my family.
Oh, it is family stuff.
But you guys look so much alike. That's what's throwing me off.
We're always confused for
I
brothers.
just assumed you were his dad.
Yeah.
Wait. Never mind.
I didn't want that to go out on the air.
My bad.
So, apparently, from what I've learned, is that when you get a vasectomy,
Go on.
it doesn't necessarily keep your wife from getting pregnant. It
Just
just
not by
changes
you.
the color of the baby. Asian Matt.
You surprised
Well,
him on
You
that
got
one.
some...
That was good.
Wait, I almost went Ricky Ricardo. I was going to say esplainin to do, but that would not be an Asian accent. Esplainin? Is that
Esplainin.
closer?
Spraying in.
Oh, there you go. That's what you got. You got some of
Yeah.
that to do.
And just because you
Yeah.
sleep with someone's mom doesn't make you their dad. Just throw that out there for you.
Oh.
Little
Takes a
nugget.
whole lot of yelling and whipping. Then
Which reminds me of something.
Oh my gosh.
There's a new band that I found.
Danger
Called-
Muffin?
No, we found them last
Spraying
time.
in.
Okay. Yeah.
It was since then. Are you familiar with Danger Muffin?
Yes,
Drummer Dirk?
I am.
Did you play with Danger Muffin?
One time.
I think I knew her.
How dangerous was the
They
muffin?
probably needed a drummer.
Very dangerous.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah, you got to look out for that muffin.
Yes.
Everybody
We
likes
ta-
the
I
muffin.
enjoy
pie.
Danger Muffin is playing this weekend, by the
They
way.
are?
I believe so. I saw on Facebook through Florida Kevin that who is actually playing with Danger Muffin.
Are they playing in Sharon, Wisconsin?
They are not playing anywhere near Sharon, Wisconsin,
Wow.
because they are smart enough to not be anywhere near the Midwest this time of year.
Ah.
Although the weather has been fairly amiable, all facts considering.
I mean, who likes a cold Danger Muffin?
More like a Danger Muffin top. That's not so bad.
It's got to be hot
Oh.
and it's got to be sticky.
Is that what it is?
That's a
Top or the bottom?
Yes.
Oh, where was I? I had something
Danger
going
Muffin.
here.
They're
Danger
playing.
Muffin.
Danger Muffin.
No, it wasn't
band.
Danger Muffin. It was before Danger Muffin came up.
Band.
And last week we
A new
talked
band.
about the guitarist from Danger Muffin having a hot Danger Muffin lick.
So tell me about this new band that you're...
Anyways, the new band, The Dead South. Anybody heard of them? No, you haven't. Because they're from Nova Scotia. They're not known here because they were noticed by a German producer, and they're touring Germany.
Oh,
And
Oh.
they sing in English.
which explains why you know
They're from
them.
Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia. They play bluegrass-type folk music, and they're touring Germany. It's a beautiful thing. But they have a song. I believe it is called the Ode to a Banjo or something like that. But there's a lyric in it, and I'm trying to figure this one out. And it's very, I don't know if it's disturbing, if it's funny, but the lyric in the song is, my mother says she's my brother's daughter, and I don't know who my father is anyway. I guess she's my cousin, but she needs some lovin' anyway. Think about that for a minute.
That's a bluegrass song for you.
That's a bluegrass song. But it's done very classy
Well,
to a wonderful beat. The Dead South, ladies and gentlemen.
we'll have to look into that.
Just go over to Germany. They're there now. So now that we've talked about all that good stuff, the show next weekend, there was a man who had a show.
Yes.
His name was Tim.
Dun, 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 dun,
Out of studio,
dun.
Tim. Out of studio, very talented on guitar, Tim.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know.
Out of studio, very talented on guitar with a beautiful beard, Tim. Out of studio, very good on guitar with a very good beard and cleans up well and is easy on the eyes, Tim.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Tim's got a lot going for him.
Everybody in Genoa knows who I'm talking about. So he had a show in Sharon, Wisconsin, at Kip and Deb's.
He had a show scheduled.
Yes. And then he found out he had another show scheduled at the same time. And that's when he called his good friend Leevis and said, hey, would you like to play 9 to 1 at a small little...
That's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. for those of you in the audience who, yeah.
Not the usual nursing home gig that you get from 9
No,
a.m.
not at
to
all.
1 p.m.
Yeah, the Belvedere Oasis doesn't let me play at those hours.
Or when you do potbellies on the 6x6 foot stage. Or actually, some are like 3x3 foot. You get a chair, a little amp.
Yeah, what more do you need?
You need
Sandwich.
to play a potbellies.
And a sandwich. That's right. I should just to say I've done it. So, and you can actually play the Oasis.
I'd listen to you while eating a farmhouse salad.
Can you?
Oases.
Yeah, you can. They used to advertise it. They would say, if you wanted to, you could, email this email address at, belvedereoasis.com and fill
you
your
could just walk in there with a guitar.
I'm
Well,
sure
there'll
you
give
could.
a time when the police won't arrest you.
Well, when drummer Dirk's son was very young, to make an extra buck, he used to play the 5-gallon bucket there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he
At
did.
the
He did
Oasis.
that. And
Yes,
he would do it shirtless, too, and you can see why.
Well,
Nobody was paying him for the drumming. So, yeah, to make ends meet there. And now look at him. Successful, successful.
Something, right?
We'll go with drummer.
I
So
wouldn't even go that far.
Banger.
we've embraced drummer Dirk because drummer Dirk is going to be joining Leevis next weekend at Kip and Deb's in Sharon, Wisconsin.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
To
I'm
back
glad
him
I-
up with the drums.
Yeah, I'm glad I know where that is now. That's how well I was invited.
If you just get in the truck, we'll get you there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I need. Very good.
JDawg will also be there, and Marty will also be there.
Yes, he will.
All a hodgepodge of music to fill in for beautiful beard Tim, out of studio Tim.
He's going to be so mad.
And
I'm just going to say that there's probably a 10% chance Asian Matt will be there.
Ooh, I like those odds.
If it starts at 9 o'clock and it's like an hour away, it could happen.
Okay.
but what if there's an $8 cover charge? Are you going to turn around and run?
$8? Forget
So
it.
actually, we're playing earlier. So
Yes, it
we're
is not
playing
the 9
from
to 1
7 to 11. So we're not starting at 9. We're not going to do the official
Classic rock.
classic rock
Time
band. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're
So-
going to do the
Probably not.
okay. So that just reduced our 10% chance
Yeah,
down
to
to
0%.
well. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a 5% chance of him playing 25% of the show.
There's only a 13% chance of that.
So I'm guessing that Kip and Deb's is used to having classic rock, which is where Leevis fits right in.
Right. Because again, my my winery gigs have trained me well for doing that. But no, it should be really cool. I talked to their music guy there, and he was really cool about it, and happy to accommodate and happy to have a band that wasn't going to bail on them. Apparently, bands are known for not showing up at the last minute.
Really, that kind of blows.
Yeah, I know. I would never consider that.
Yeah, nor would
but,
I.
But I
mean, not
guess
that anybody's going to ring.
I guess that's what kind of caliper musician I am. Is that caliper?
Caliper.
Caliper.
You're on a car.
I'm squished. Yeah.
You need to see how big that is with your caliper.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Measure my talent with a caliper. So
The thing about Leevis is he's known for the musician that does show up at the last second,
that's true.
just in case,
I do kind of.
with his guitar in hand.
I'm the pinch hitter of musicians.
He often stands at a bar where there's going to be a band
And wait.
and just waits. He's like, oh, they're not here yet. I can go on. I can go on.
They'll never notice.
I can go on. Oh, they're here? Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Fine.
I'm their opening act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if somebody gets injured? I'm
Go
going to
ahead,
stay.
Spiderbone. I guess
One of those days.
What if Michael Gould's voice goes out?
Man, you never know.
What are you going to do?
Call Leevis.
Call Leevis.
I'll leave us.
Because
Call
if you need somebody that
1-800
sounds
Leevis.
exactly like Michael Allen Gould singing, you call Leevis.
You could do it for about a minute and a half.
And if you want
I
someone
don't
who
even-
sounds like Elliot Gould singing, you could just call me.
That's probably closer to Michael than Michael Allen Gould. But
Yeah, this is not going to be a Spiderbone event. This is going to be a little bit of Britney Spears.
oh my gosh. Well, that's just kind of it. Is that I don't, since I don't do bar gigs ever. I don't know what's going to go and
It'll
what's
all
going to
go.
what's
They're
going
just
to
people,
what's
just
going to go
music.
and what's going to drop.
You got to do like some simple song, like The Clash. How about Should I Stay or Should I Go? Something like that.
Okay, so I'm getting advice now from the Asian mad electric guitarist telling me what's going to sound good on my acoustic guitar. The
At
Clash,
a country
I'm
bar
sure.
in Wisconsin.
Yes, exactly.
I go.
Let's just say if it's shady at all, and it does turn out to be somewhat of a biker bar, I'm just going to leave the truck running, just in case.
I'm not too worried about that, and maybe it's because one of my church friends was like, "Oh yeah, it's a great bar. We used to play there all the time." So it's like, oh. Okay, if she can do it, then we can. But
Is there chicken wire covering the stage?
No.
Chicken wire?
The
No chicken wire?
the double
Bottles at
deuce.
the chicken wire.
Okay.
Welcome to Roadhouse.
I did not
I love that
see
movie.
any chicken wire.
Well, you could do
but,
rawhide,
you
obviously.
over and over again.
Yeah.
It looks like Roadhouse in there. That's my favorite Christmas
Roadhouse.
movie.
We'll find out.
So you've been there?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You said you were thinking of driving there.
Not thinking of. I'm probably going to go there tomorrow.
Probably going to. Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of
You want to just play tomorrow night instead?
Maybe even tomorrow during the
maybe
day.
we'll give them a preview tomorrow night.
What was the name of this place?
Kip
Kip and Deb.
Kip and Debs. Sharon,
Sharon,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
About a half hour away from where I live, anyway.
I mean, you can run to the Illinois border from there in 30 seconds, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
believe
it's
so.
spitting
It's
distance.
right there.
It is absolutely just. It's like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes over the border. Probably no more than 15 minutes over the border from Illinois and Wisconsin.
I'm just
too far to
Googling it
run.
right now, and oh my god, that's where you're playing? I'm just kidding. It looks all right.
Is there any pictures of Danger Muffin there?
There.
Danger Muffin.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to a different website.
Danger
Muffins.
Oh, I thought you said Danger Muff.
No, I said Danger Muffin.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Yeah,
He said, I didn't see the inside. Let me take a look there.
she said.
Okay. Why is he waving a gun around?
Because it's Wisconsin, and he didn't have the hat. Speaking of which, Marty brought us today. What would you call that? Wisconsin approved headwear for
like a
everyone
hunter's
here at
cap.
the show.
Yeah,
So,
What would you? Is there a name for it?
I would call it. I would simply call it a hunter's hat. There's probably a name on it, but
it's got the
No,
flap.
there's a name.
is there? What's it called?
It is an ear flap cadet.
Ooh. That was my name on my band in high school.
Ear flap cadet. Quality guaranteed since 1972.
Also, Dirk's stripper name.
You saw me earlier with the ears. I mean, come on. I mean, it was absolutely perfect.
And next up, give it up for Ear Flap Cadet.
It looks like we have a band name, my friends. We have the name of our band.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage, ear flap cadet. Oh, what's ear flap cadet's famous move? What's that one closing move that everybody cheers for?
It's the one hand on the right hip, one hand on the left hip, and a quick thrust shake. And I wish you could have all seen that, but that's all it is. It's just
So do I.
very little movement, just a quick thrust.
Did you see that 4 other dollar bills just went flying towards Dirk as he did that?
He had $1 in his pocket when he did it. 4 quarters came out.
He called that move.
Making change.
He called that move the wrecking ball.
He actually did the move, ladies and gentlemen. He did the move. Oh, and just think he does that move with his pants off.
I can't wait to get him behind the set tonight. We're gonna make him do the ear flap cadet.
Are you talking about some,
Shake your moneymaker,
a
Dirk.
backstage pass without the P?
Or with.
And now, introducing Ear Flap Cadet. He's got a whole bunch of gigs. He works at the strip club. He works at the circus. There's a lot you can do with that act.
He doesn't work at Ringling Brothers anymore.
Step right up, only a quarter.
Ever since the circus, shut down, it's
Yeah.
been tough on me.
Yes, it has.
Times are hard.
Yes, it has. Many a
Very
tears.
hard.
Many a
So
tears
Flap
over the
Cadet.
bars. Oh,
So, I think you owe an apology to our audience.
I do.
Yeah.
For more than what you're going to say.
Well, for false advertising.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, why don't you fess up now?
Well, because I didn't want to talk about the pooping problem.
Well, you don't have to go into all the details.
Tell us about Perrin's ass.
That's Parvin to you.
Oh, Parvin. Sorry,
Parvin Schmutzenberg, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's he from?
He's from Germany, France.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Do we have any Germany-France music?
Let me see what I got.
Do we have an Arnold Schwarzenegger Austrian accent that we can throw in?
Yes, I know.
We need we need the national anthem for Germany, France on cue.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we should probably
write
write that up.
Great is you just have like the anthem for Germany and the anthem for France just playing over each other.
Nobody would notice.
I think they call that Ace
I
of
don't
Base.
have it queued up because it's copyrighted.
Oh, right.
So I will get permission to play it the next time we're
Yes,
together.
national anthems
From
tend
Germany
to be
and from
copyrighted,
France?
copywritten.
The Germany, France. Parvin Schmutzenberg is at home with a bloated gut, ladies and gentlemen. A little bloated.
Bluegill?
Like a bloated bluegill. It's one of those don't go more than 10 feet away from the throne days. Yeah. So really don't mind him not being here.
Why wouldn't he
So.
be, whatever, priorities? I don't care.
We could have given him a bucket.
There you go.
Yeah, Dirk could have just flipped it over for one show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Oh, so yes, Parvin did not make it. He will be here soon.
But it takes about 6 of us to replace him.
It does.
So
It does.
I'm glad we had backup and backup and backup.
Right. Because we were just going to let him talk all night.
Yeah, we were.
You hit mute on 1 and 2, and you just let 3 go. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, podcast 2 was the last. Well, he was here for a Tavern Hill Ire reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Which wasn't necessarily a Parvin Schmutzenberg show.
Right.
But podcast 2, that's when Parvin was here last. That's a year ago. That's over a year
It is
ago.
a year ago.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
So I guess the real question is,
You're
why do you
old.
hate Parvin?
Why do we hate him?
Yeah.
Because he's better than them.
It's obviously been a freaking year since he's been here, so obviously you hate him.
Because every time I call him, he's crapping his brains out.
We have an Asian infestation.
So you
True.
think because you're here all the time, they like you? It's kind of like Asian food, 30 minutes later, you miss him. You kind of wish he was there. But then you realize, wait, perhaps not.
What was I thinking?
So why don't we do some contact list roulette on Parvin himself and see if we can catch him in mid-thronage? Why don't you give me the introduction to that?
I'm sure
Leevis?
that'll and now coming to you live. Wait. Oh no.
The contact list roulette.
Oh right.
As I look up his number here because I
Yes.
don't know the number because I always hit Parvin on the phone.
And I would
see.
think
I don't know
that
if I have
based
the
on
pipes
what's
for-
coming out of him, he must not be good on the inside.
Well, that's why it's better to talk to him on the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some actual audio
That would be fantastic.
of the situation. All right, well, go ahead and give me the intro.
Contact list roulette. Yeah. That was brilliant. That's why I'm here.
How soon we forget. You didn't give me the...
Well,
That's the
we were all
best
together.
part.
I think you should do it again.
I think you should do it again.
Can we do it at the end?
Yes.
No, I'm,
Yes, do
I'm
it at
good
the
now.
end.
No. I'm going to do it. Go ahead.
Do it.
No, go.
No,
I'm not
go.
hitting send till I hear it.
Do it.
Hit send.
All right, I'll hit send.
I'll just be a good drummer and sit in the back.
There you go. I can feel it.
Oh,
Contact list roulette.
And if he'd answered, it would have been perfect.
Hello.
Oh, it is Parvin. Parvin Schmutzenberg live on the JDawg and Leevis Show. How's your belly doing?
Not so good. I'm trying to decide if a pea is a legume, which I think it is botanically. And I've been reading that you should avoid legumes. But I'm like, a pea, that's pretty benign, right? They say high fiber, fruits and veggies. I don't know.
It is a legume nonetheless.
You've had some time to think
Yes.
about this.
I would opt for the almond or the cashew.
Well, when you're 6 hours on the throne, you got a lot of time to read.
I got a bag of nuts here for you.
I got a couple of nuts in my sack for you too.
Well, Parvin,
omega-3 down there.
Parvin, it took a whole crew here to fill in for you tonight. You got JDawg and Leevis. You got cool. Asian Matt, say hi to Parvin.
Hello, how you doing?
Right.
And you got in studio Marty here.
Hey, how goes it?
He's in studio?
In studio,
He's in
live
studio.
in person.
And then we have Drummer Dirk.
Oh, this is all.
Do you know Drummer Dirk? You haven't met Drummer Dirk yet.
I don't think he has.
Maybe I
Drummer Dirk, Parvin Schmutzenberg,
You've
Drummer
probably
Dirk.
never seen him from the front.
Yeah, I'm in the back on a bucket.
So is Parvin tonight.
And Drummer Dirk's name, and if you want to go back and listen to the show, his stage name is Earflap Cadet.
I have a famous move.
bet.
You missed it. Sorry.
The wrecking ball.
Oh, Parvin, we miss you.
Kill him.
We miss you, Parvin.
I really wanted to go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
I'm kind of waffling this delivery.
He's waffling.
Tonight or whatnot.
Blue
I
waffling?
think it's going, yeah.
You might want to hold your left arm up a little higher. We're losing you there.
Wipe with the
sorry.
right, my friend. Wipe with the right.
That's a little better.
Right with the right.
We got that.
No, I'm sad. I was toying with actually going to the ER tonight. Yeah, it's
Really?
pretty nasty. And I sort of boiled it down to after talking to my sister and her husband, who's a doctor. It's kind of looking like a gallbladder issue. So
Oh.
who knew?
That is no good.
Priorities, emergency room gallbladder, JDawg and Leevis Show.
Yeah.
That's a toss-up
Yeah.
right there, though.
Can you call us from the
Yeah,
emergency
that's kind of
room?
a toss-up,
Yeah.
actually.
Both extremely painful.
And in both cases, you probably want to stay away from legumes.
You know, some people will do anything to get out of the show. Have you noticed that?
They will.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard my gallbladder is going to explode, I got to go.
You'd have like $1.75
At least, yeah, from
Right?
Parvin alone. So this is like his third gallbladder
It's kind of
story.
my go-to.
Yeah, it's like at work. It's like your grandparents can only die 4 times.
Unless you get
A
remarried.
year.
Oh, a blown gallbladder. Well, I guess I'll let you pass for
Well,
that.
yeah, we wish
I
you the
appreciate
best.
that.
If you need one, you can
I
have
appreciate
mine.
The stupid thing is, you don't need it, right?
No.
Yeah, ish.
Do you get to save it? Can
Ooh,
you bring
you
it?
should
Can you
ask.
bring it camping and we
put it
can
in a-
roast it over the fire with the
You can
marshmallows?
ask. That would be great. Can I
Put it
have
in
my
a jar or
gallbladder?
something.
Just bring a freezer Ziploc.
Or even if it's somebody
right in
else's
here.
gallbladder. Anybody's gallbladder.
Yeah, just
See if there's an extra one laying around they're not using.
But the thing is, you don't know what a gallbladder looks like, so they could just throw anything in there and say, that's your gallbladder.
a little fat off a pork chop.
Yeah,
Here you go.
Piece of tortellini.
Awesome. So what is your status
Just
right? What is your status right now?
Well, I was actually staring at my phone, reading up on what foods you could or should or whatever eat with relation to gallbladder flare-up or whatever.
And what are those foods?
And that's where I came across the whole pea as a legume thing. But the pain has subsided momentarily, but whatever.
What are those foods? Give us some more foods that you can eat when you're having this issue.
Well, so like I said, lots of fruits and veggies, high fiber grains, blah, blah, blah. Like a normal healthy diet, mostly. And just stay away from
Everything
sugars,
that's good.
fried foods, everything that's yummy, yeah.
What if you threw a danger muffin in there?
A danger muffin?
It's the name of my.
Is that like a gallbladder kebab?
Also, another great band.
Yeah.
Gallbladder kebab. Nice. Well, I'm hoping you're feeling better, and I hope that your water bill doesn't go up too much from all the flushes.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate the call nonetheless.
yeah, we miss you.
I'm actually, I like to laugh. My daughter's watching the season finale of Vampire Diaries and sobbing foolishly, uncontrollably over there.
I was going to say, there's
So it
a
was nice to get a laugh.
You mean why are you laughing at your daughter crying uncontrollably?
No, I'm not laughing at
That's
It's a
horrible.
nice distraction.
That is kind of
It's a
funny.
nice distraction from listening to her sob uncontrollably at this show that I don't get. I just don't understand it.
I've heard of it, didn't even know it was still on. So,
Yeah, me neither.
but I'm sure it's fairly convincing if she's
I have
sobbing.
much the same reaction to the JDawg and Leevis Show. I just
start
sob
sobbing.
uncontrollably.
It doesn't speak to you at all. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, wait.
Oh, well, I think we'll let you get back to resting the
I
gallbladder.
appreciate that.
Yep.
Appreciate the call more than you know, man. You made my day.
Maybe you can get caught up on your Vampire Diaries a little bit.
See?
No straining.
That's right.
No straining.
Right. Yep.
Just sit
I
there
think he's
till
watching the Vampire
just sit until it
Diaries.
flows. Don't force it.
Don't force it.
You'll give yourself a hernia.
On top of our gallbladder thing?
Yeah, it's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
All right, well, get better.
All right, guys.
Take care,
Thanks so
man.
much.
If you do go to the emergency room, though, like in the next 10 minutes, give us
Give
a call.
us a call. Yeah, that'd be great.
No, that's,
From
that's,
the ambulance.
Walk us
that's
through
good
it.
show
Walk us through the
material.
ambulance.
I'll totally call you. I love it.
Very good.
All right.
guys.
Take care.
Good night, P.
Bye.
Bye, Parvin.
Bye.
Parvin Schmutzenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the throne.
I kind of hope the paramedic is hot,
Yeah.
just for his case.
You know,
Absolutely.
the paramedics aren't usually all that hot. Having been taken out of my house in an ambulance,
Well-
they weren't hot.
Well, any paramedic that can carry you up and down a flight of stairs, probably.
It was the coolest thing, though, because I was in my bedroom and it was on the second floor.
Uh-huh.
And so they put you in the gurney, and then they have this. It's almost like it walks you down the stairs. It rotates, so
Okay.
almost like you would imagine like a slinky.
Okay.
Kind of what it looks like.
Huh.
And it just rolls you down this, and it takes you down the stairs. It was the coolest thing. I mean, I was in a crap load of pain, so I wasn't all, but
Really excited about it.
I wasn't. Yeah,
But at least
it
you
was-
weren't walking
Again.
down.
I mean, I literally live like 3 minutes from the hospital. It took them longer to get me down the stairs, but it was a nightmare. But yeah, at least I got to ride an ambulance, but they weren't hot.
Mm.
At least the girls weren't. I'm just
For
saying.
3 minutes.
Well,
That's all it takes. That's all it
even
takes.
yeah. If you get a 2
Minus
minute,
1 minute if they do Drummer Dirk's move.
right,
That's right.
and a 2 minute nap.
I was going to say that's with foreplay and everything.
For $4, That's,
That's
all it
twice
takes.
with a 1 minute nap in between for me. What are you talking about? Wow.
So that's what all the lights and the siren are for. It's actually a party in the back.
It is, yes.
That's
exactly.
what's going on.
That's
So you're looking
there's-
back and they're twirling around glow sticks
And you go inside and there's a big blue tarp and some peanut butter and Q-tips and you don't know why.
I thought the lights were to keep you awake. I guess I'm old.
Did you say peanut butter and Q-tips?
Yeah.
I think you did.
Peanut butter and Q-tips.
As long as there's not a dog
you need
there.
the Q-tips to get the peanut butter out of your belly button. So,
Just the belly button?
well, and other orifices that might be peanut butter friendly,
Legume friendly.
legume friendly, blue legume.
Like a new Q-tip commercial talking about how well it absorbs peanut butter.
Out of your belly button.
Please, never stick a Q-tip in your ear, but by all means, clean the peanut butter out of your belly button.
I will tell you,
Q-tips!
my daughter stuck a Q-tip in her ear. True story. And this was probably 3 weeks ago. So she texted us. She said, "I was cleaning out my ears, and now I can't hear out of my left ear."
Huh.
And we're like, "Why did you stick a Q-tip in your ear?" And it was a good 3 or 4 days before she got back to hearing. And she hadn't done it before, so she wasn't aware of exactly what happens. And that's why they tell you don't use Q-tips, because if you stick it in your ear, then you push that wax up against your eardrum,
Right.
and then it muffles everything.
If you're lucky.
Or you could pierce your eardrum, and then you get blood, and then it's just a nightmare.
It's funny you talk about this because I actually have an ear cleaning tool right here.
See,
What?
you are an ear cleaning tool.
That's why I always
This comes in handy not only for cleaning ears. It's a small little device with a little scoop on the end. It works well for working inside of computers when you can't see because it lights up like a lightsaber.
Oh, that's
light
nice.
up.
You see that?
Cool.
So the tip of the thing lights up. So if you do want to get down in the ear, you can. Or if you want to clean out your belly button, your pee hole,
Or
whatever
serve
you got to
ice
clean
cream.
peanut butter out of. This is the device to use. It's It's the flashlight ear pick is what it's called.
Or it's an ice cream scoop for like little.
So how many did
or
they
an ice
sell
cream
on?
scoop for
How many of those did they sell
hamsters.
on QVC?
Actually, I think I got a 3-pack for $2.99 from China. China.
Vagina.
From China. China, France. So yeah, it took about 12 days to get here on a boat, and here it is.
That is why I always just use a screwdriver.
You should just put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Just use a screwdriver. And speaking of screwdriver, I would need to excuse myself for another booze run.
Booze Run. Do we have Booze Run music?
Booze
Booze
Traveler.
Run.
He's a booze traveler.
That was my other band in high school, Booze Run.
cider stuff.
There's Booze Run music.
Just not ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leevis is going to be
that's
back
nice.
momentarily. He is at the bench.
Can we not
cracking
do this
open
without
whiskey.
Leevis?
I'm just pouring it over ice and
And Matt
jiggling his goyingo.
And Matt and Dirk are doing the polka. That's amazing.
I got my dress on.
Hey, what'd you just hand Marty there? Was that straight? Neat?
I would like to try a little of that.
All right.
Oh.
Just to,
What do you got there? Yell that out, Leevis.
This is
Cider.
Jack Daniel's Winter Jack Tennessee Cider.
Jack Daniel's
Winter Jack Tennessee cider.
Tennessee cider.
It was not on sale.
Let me finish what I got here, and I'd like a sniff of that.
It's not on sale. Thanks for pointing that out, Lee.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Is it fun?
It's kind of fun.
What, describe it.
It's a little fruity like Asian Matt with a little bite like Dirk. So it's like an Asian. I call this the Asian drummer, the Asian drummer boy. So it's kind of.
So
Squeeze me a little more of that Asian drummer boy.
if me and Dirk had a
Not there.
child,
Not there. Don't
you'd be
squeeze there.
drinking him.
Yes. If you didn't drink it all, yes.
Look at how Asian
I've
man
had
drinks
wor-
that. He is fruity.
I've had worse things in my mouth.
Tonight.
That's interesting.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, drummer Dirk, going for
It's
the
interesting
what
because
was it? Asian drummer.
Asian drummer boy. It isn't. It doesn't bite like whiskey, but it's also not smooth like a wine cooler.
Not a good
Oh,
face.
yeah.
No.
Dirk's not a
better.
fan.
It's got kind of a fruity back end.
Yeah, it's really fruity.
And Asian Matt loves those fruity back ends.
Definitely way too fruity.
Yeah.
Really?
And even from the guy who,
Drinking a shandy.
drinks the shandy,
It's interesting.
It's got some.
It is. I would say interesting.
Apple.
Interesting.
It's a Christmas party-ish type of.
I can see that.
I can't see where you would
Yeah.
mix it with something because
Yes,
that would
Christmas.
No, it wouldn't work.
No.
and because it's not really
Cinnamon.
harsh. It's not harsh
Yeah.
like you would expect a whiskey to be. But
Well,
it's
there's
also
barely
not
any whiskey.
It's
not
not harsh enough.
not sweet enough to be
Yeah.
What's the
Right?
what's
I
the
mean,
alcohol content on there?
15%.
4.
4.
It's not. It's 15, isn't it?
I didn't
It's a
know
4
that-
out of 15.
I didn't realize that there was Asian Asian drummer music playing.
Nothing but the best.
We need those
What do
Kyoto
you mean?
drums.
It's blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feel right at home.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's different.
It is different. I would agree different. It's something you buy once.
Yeah. Which is probably why there were a whole bunch of them not on sale.
Right. I
Not
would buy
on
I would
deep
buy this
sale.
once.
For
Yeah.
$3 a bottle.
But now that I've had it, I won't buy
Because
one.
nothing but the best for you, Asian Matt.
It was a bonus. You got your beer. Shut your pie hole.
Damn.
Asian pie hole?
I'm gonna go back to my Miller Lite.
Shut
Yeah.
your chicken pie hole. What are you pointing at?
So,
What are you pointing
what do you
at?
guys think
There's
of the
words
weather
on the wall over there.
What do you guys
There's
think of the
words.
weather
Oh.
we've been having lately?
The weather?
The weather. I say that because in the business that I'm in, it's a lot like it was in 2012 from a weather pattern perspective. We work with a lot of farmers and things of that sort. So, whereas you would expect winter months to be snow and the ground freezes and then you have to wait till March or April for the thaw, it never got real cold. Cold enough for the ground to
For
freeze.
about a week.
Right, but not
And it was
enough for
done.
exactly. So now we've got the farmers out in the fields. I don't know if you've noticed around here.
They are.
They're
Yes.
already out in the fields, right? They've been
Uh-huh.
out in the fields for like 2 or 3 weeks,
Hadn't thought about it, but you're
which
right.
is great for any farm-related business. And because the ground's not frozen, it might be too early to plant, but it's not too early to till, to tear up the ground. It's not too early to go out and fix your fences, right? Get a jump start on the season, right? So whereas perhaps all the winter goods didn't sell, like if you're a snow thrower seller,
Right.
you're probably not too thrilled, or a shovel guy, not that happy. But the farmers are like, I can get a jump on the season. So what you're seeing now is all the farmers out in the field, all the farmers out there getting their farms ready for the plant, which is a great thing and all. But if you didn't prepare for this, because if you look over the last 4 years, you haven't necessarily seen that. Now you have this, like anything else, you get a big run on all your farm related items.
Sure.
So it's like, get out there, get it done.
Are you able to react?
Yes.
Right.
I'm able to react. Well,
like, sucks to be you.
It sucks to get me my stuff. But it's good for the farmers. I think it's good for the farmers to get out there, because if they can get what the farmers they'll plant things like alfalfa or something of that sort, hay. If you can get 4 or 5 cuttings in a season, that just helps the farmers, right?
Sure.
It helps they make more money. But so the sooner you can start, the longer the season goes. The only downside is if it gets dry, then you have a problem because stuff doesn't grow.
Right. Then
So-
you have the opposite problem.
Right.
I had heard, just for a moment of seriousness, yeah, or not. They're talking about the job bump that's been going on. The numbers are good. And part of that is because the construction season is starting already.
Well, right.
Which doesn't normally start in mid-March.
Well, right, but if you look at last year at this time, I believe in February last year there was 237,000 jobs created, and this year there was 239,000.
Sure.
So if you look year over year, the difference is where those jobs are. Now, yes, you're looking at construction. You have a lot of construction jobs now because of the soft winter, right? Which is that's great for the economy. But to say that it's because of a lot of these exterior or these other sources, it's literally more a factor of the weather, and it is aligned with what happened in January and what happened in February, and also what happened last February and this January. You're right in that same range. It's a good thing for the overall economy, but it's not, oh my gosh, this is something brand spanking new.
Well, and we actually did have, in a period of, I think, 3 days, not too long ago, all 4 seasons. Because it was 72.
Yep.
Which you could consider summer. A light summer day.
All right. That's for fall. Okay, that's fine.
I agree. For the
sure.
sake of the argument.
For the sake of the argument, 72 was a cool summer day. I would agree.
And then that next morning, it was about 52, which is more fall. And then the next day, it was 68 and thunderstorms, which would be spring. And then it snowed that evening.
Yep.
This was like, I think it was less than 3 days. I think
you're going to see a lot of that coming up here even this weekend. Like tonight, it's supposed to be 13 degrees.
Correct.
Tomorrow, it's supposed to be like 30. But by middle end of next week, we're actually supposed to get snow, and just a band as early as Sunday. But after that, it's supposed to. You're looking at 50. Now you're not probably going to get up to 70, but I don't know if you know. This weekend is the festival of the maple trees.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm up on my maple tree.
I do know that
festivals.
because at Leroy Oaks Forest Preserve in St. Charles,
This is
Illinois.
This is Coral Woods in Woodstock.
They're actually doing a maple fest where they're.
So, do you know why they have those maple fests now?
Why do they have a maple fest now?
The reason they have a maple fest now is because this time of year, from mid to late February to mid to late March, depending on the weather, it's the prime season for tapping your maple trees.
Tapping.
Just maple trees?
I'd tap that.
Well, you
I
can
heard
tap
tapping.
any tree,
Tapping.
but the actually the maple tree guys.
You really
they
tap
have,
any tree?
You absolutely can. They have shirts to say I
Right
tap
after the
that.
show, we'll find out.
I've tapped an Asian birch before.
Asian bitch. No. But anyway, the reason it's the prime season for tapping trees, maple trees, is because the only time you can tap a tree is when the sap is flowing. I'm just saying. So,
and the slap flows good.
The sap flows when it's
flows.
Well, what happens is when it gets warm, the sap. How about this? When it gets cold, the sap goes into the roots because the sap wants to stay warm. When it gets, Dirk's having a ball.
It's all flowing now.
And when it gets a little warm,
get that flow going.
When it starts to get warm,
It's getting warm in here. Holy
the sap
cow.
flows out of the roots to go up to the buds and get into the trees. Now, what happens is when it gets cold back at night, it gets down back into those roots.
So it kind of shrinks
Gotta
when
get
it's
all
cold,
kinda
is what
nice
you're
and-
saying.
No, the sap flows
I was in the
down.
pool.
Yeah, was the tree in the pool? Was the tree in the pool?
The sap flows down to the roots to stay warm. But
Down
then
below.
when the sun comes up, it flows up out to the buds, and the flowers start to bud. So what that means is what you're looking for if you're going to tap a tree.
Oh,
You want what you want.
I'm glad we've gone back to
Anyway.
7th grade at this point. I'm totally glad we have.
Anyway, what you want.
Welcome to the JDawg and Leevis Show.
You want the temperature to be above freezing during the day so the sap will flow up the tree, and below freezing at night so it will go back into the roots. And this is the time of year that happens. So if you're going to tap a maple tree, you can tap the trees in your backyard. You can tap trees down your You can tap your neighbors if you want, and then tap the trees.
See if they notice.
The only downside to tapping your maple and making your own maple syrup is that you have to cook
Buckets.
this. You have to cook the sap because it's usually about 97% water. And if you think about what 97% water means to get it to a sugar content of maybe 66%, you've got to cook that at like 207 degrees for like 15 hours. And the amount of steam that releases will actually coat your house with some sweet sticky goo.
Oh, yeah.
That just won't come off in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let you use my bucket to catch it. How's that? It'll be all right?
It'll be all right.
Leevis, come on over here and let's check where your sap is.
I bet you it's in
I'm
his
trying
trunk.
to educate you guys, and here you are.
Puts a whole
Acting
new
like
meaning
what-
on Arbor Day.
I don't know,
cold
but
at night.
I think I need to go have some alone time here. That was kind of hot.
I will never look at trees the same way.
I'm looking at them exactly the way I've always
You know what
looked
I
at
love about the JDawg and Leevis Show, other than it has my name in it, but
Good point.
Marty is the straight man here, which never happens. Normally,
What does he mean by that?
normally I'm like,
that
hey,
Leevis is not.
yeah, Marty,
that
I'll
it
come
never
pick you up,
happens.
and he's like, oh, you'll pick me up again. Oh! It's like it's regular Laurel and Hardy, but tonight he's the one talking about tapping trees, and we get to giggle.
I'm just trying to educate the masses, my friends.
Can you tap a bald birch?
Named Jim.
There is 2 in the room. There's 2 stems coming out of that birch.
So what if the trees are all in a circle?
Well, if you have the right length of hose, you can do them all at the same time.
Circle tap.
All into the one bucket.
That's right.
One bucket in the middle, and you circle tap the trees.
That's right. Just run your hose to them.
So, listeners, before the show, JDawg looked around the room and said, so, what are we going to talk about? I got to say, tree tapping was not on the list, but it happened. Welcome to the JDawg and Leevis Show.
Well, Hey, well, I'll tell you what. As soon as the weather breaks, the locust tree in my backyard doesn't stand a chance. Because I'm going to tap it. I'm going to tap it hard.
You tap it before the weather breaks, my friend.
And I'm going to tap that
Were you
locust
not
until the
listening?
maple flows, which could take a while.
The maple doesn't flow; it's just sap.
Especially not in a locust tree.
And don't
First, you just got to reach down below, and
caress it gently.
Well, that's my excuse when 3 weeks later I'm still tapping it.
You got to check.
They
where
told
that,
me maple was coming out.
You got to check where that sap is. So you got to reach down,
Cup it.
kind of cup it, massage the roots a little.
I thought it was called.
Well, sometimes you got to wet it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we tapped this subject out here. My
It's
goodness
surprisingly
gracious.
easy and fun for the kids.
Oh. So, Asian Matt had a birthday,
Oh shit!
and it was
I
in-
had a birthday every year.
Oh, you really only had one.
Asian Matt, 56.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
56. Doesn't look a day over 55.
Got his new ARP card. He's set.
Do they just automatically send you that?
Someone asked me for
I
my
hear that
ARP.
all the time. Everybody's
No.
like, I just got my ARP card in the mail. I feel old. Is that something you just get?
The girl at Old Country Buffet gave me a senior citizens discount the other day.
I'm sure it wasn't because you were talking about tapping maple trees. That she's like, oh, you must be, of retirement age.
I'm like,
Jack,
thanks for the
Out of
discount.
studio Jack, the keyboard Jack.
Oh, yeah, who's actually retired.
Who was actually retired? No, you have to apply. You have to send your dues. in.
You got to tell them.
Not really apply, but you just say yes, I want to join. And send them money, and then that's it.
And what is dues?
Yeah, what are the Jews for an ARP card?
I didn't ask. I think it's like it's.
Oh,
I think
don't
it was
be
like
coy.
$25 a year. It's nothing.
If you go to Denny's a lot, no, they give you like 15% every Wednesday.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So
nice. I went to, have you ever heard of Burnt Toast?
Yes.
I have
There's
been
one
to
in
Burnt
Algonquin,
Toast.
Illinois, and there's another one in Elgin.
Say it again.
Burnt Toast.
There's also
yeah.
one in.
No, I know that one.
Toast.
There's also one in Hanover Park.
I have a burnt toast story.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Or what? I
So
don't know
what's
if it's
your
Hanover
story?
Park 59.
what's your story?
Thursday morning, this last Thursday, went to Burnt Toast. They open at 6:30 a.m.
Oh,
Yes. So
the other 6:30.
I had a friend of the show. He was in the Lost Camping Show, who is now Out of Studio Ricky.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay.
Out of Studio Ricky. I was meeting him for breakfast.
See, I'm just impressed that you have all this JDawg and Leevis show information at the tip of your tongue.
No,
I'm
it's
just
it's right
impressed
here
you
on
have
this list
friends.
that I have.
Yeah.
We actually
Oh,
did a
they're
show
not
with him.
real
I don't
friends.
remember it, but we did it with him. But he called in breakfast at 6:30 exactly, and I was going to pick it up at 6:40 and then meet him at his
Okay.
place of business. So I get there at 6:32. I think I'll go inside and wait, and as soon as it's ready, I'll be able to leave. So I walk up to the door, and there's two doors. One on the left, one on the right.
It's usually how
Now,
they make
boy, that's how they make two
See there?
doors.
Are you with me?
As
There could be
opposed to
two on
Did
the
I make
left.
a good visual?
Well, no, not really, because it
You go
depends on
over
where
that
you
again?
stand. They would have both on the left had you been a little farther to
I
the
was
right.
in the center.
Could have
Okay.
been
Well,
one
of
in
course you
front
are.
and
And
one
that's
in
why
the
there's
back.
one on the left and right.
So the one
So
on
you
the
pushed
right,
them both open at the same time.
I wish I
Made a
could.
grand entrance.
The one on the right had two signs, one at about eye height and one at about knee height. In case a little person came, I guess. I don't know why. The signs clearly said, big bold letters written with a giant marker, please use other door.
Okay.
Okay.
What
All
would
right.
you do?
Use the other
The
door.
I did.
Didn't open.
It was locked. 6:32. Peeking inside, no hostess. I go around, look in the window. I don't
With
see
the
anybody
toastest?
moving. The toastest. Hostess with the toastest mostest.
Hostess of his
So I don't
Twinkie.
see anyone moving. So I go sit in the car. I wait till about 6:38. I come back up. That door is still locked. So now I call.
Bastards.
Hello. Burnt toast. I ordered food and I need to get my food. And I can't get in because the door is locked. And she says, no, the door's open. I try it again. I'm like, no, it's locked. She says, oh, no, it's open. And she comes running up and I see her with the phone in her ear. She walks up and opens the other door.
The one that had the sign.
And didn't unlock it, just pushed it open. I'm like, why is that door open? She's like, well, yesterday we had high winds, so we didn't want people opening this. I'm like, why didn't you open both doors? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I felt like I was trapped. I was George Costanza in a Seinfeld episode.
Well, my question is, why didn't you try to open the other door when the first one didn't open?
Because it said not to use it.
Well,
and my wife said the same exact thing.
Clearly.
I would have tried the other door.
I was kind of thinking the same
I was
thing.
following the rules.
Clearly, JDawg is a rule follower.
no, he's not.
He's a little duckling. Yes. Anybody who looks at him would
I got
know.
down on the ground and read the other one, and it said the same thing. They told me twice not to use that door. So I didn't.
You're such
And the people inside
you're
are
such a
like,
conformist.
"Don't let that crazy ass in. He's on the floor reading a sign."
So she rips the signs off. She unlocks the other door, and then I go in and get my food. And blah 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 blah.
So, long story short, how was the food?
That was all right. I wouldn't write home about it, even though I was only like 10 minutes from
What
home.
would you write home about?
I would write home about, there was one time when I had tapped a bald perch. And the maple came flowing. No.
No, I mean, would you really? What would you really write? Like, sit
Well,
down,
let me
write
tell
a
you.
letter.
Okay, it's time to bash another restaurant. Are you ready?
Would you really write home about a restaurant?
I'm going to tell you one that I would have wrote home about.
Written, but go ahead.
I would have written and wrote. I would have written home about it.
Ridden your horse home?
I would have. And I'll tell you what. This restaurant used to be one that people would come in groves. To this restaurant.
In groves.
Did they undermined you?
There's a restaurant in Batavia, Illinois,
Okay.
called Apple Villa. Apple Villa. When we first went there, we weren't told to go there. We just stopped on a whim.
Whim?
On a whim.
On a whim.
Whim.
And
Why?
we said, let's just try this place. Apple Villa sounds good. Maybe they're good. So we go inside. This is like 5 years ago. We go inside. I order an omelet, and the omelet comes in a round shape, kind of like they baked it.
Okay.
But inside of this thing is just this plethora of cheese.
That's a lot.
And the cheese is like so runny and gooey, and even as it got colder, it still stayed like runny, and it would just melt in your mouth, and it was loaded with cheese, and I just couldn't believe it. And we went back like 6 times after that. Every time I got this omelet just loaded with cheese, and it was fantastic, best omelet I ever had. So it became it's Father's Day, where do you want to go? I'm going to Apple Villa. So for like 3 years in a row, we went to Apple Villa for Father's Day. That was
They're
my
like,
choice.
I'm gonna let you go to Apple Villa. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. So we were at Apple Villa about 2 weeks ago, looking very forward to going there. I go inside. I order the omelet. The omelet I particularly ordered didn't come with cheese. It was a Western, and most
Okay.
Westerns don't. You have to ask for cheese. So I
Sure.
said, I would like cheese put in like the rest of your omelets. She writes it down, brings it out, and I had to do everything I could to find like one little shred of cheese in this thing.
Do you think they cut the cheese in your omelet?
They did.
Okay.
And I was so disappointed. I called the waitress over and I said, this omelet is so disappointing. I've been here several times, and it's always been loaded with cheese. And she's like, oh, well, let me take care of that for you. They bring it back out. They put 2 slices of cheese on top and microwaved it. And I couldn't believe it. This was supposed to be this was my go-to restaurant. And they ruined it. So now, between Burnt Toast and Apple Villa, I need to find a new go-to breakfast restaurant. Does anyone have a suggestion?
IHOP.
Shut your mouth. All they do there is wrap their schmingies in steaks and blow wads on the windows.
True.
That's what I learned from you. IHOP. Anybody? Go-to breakfast place?
I can vouch for one.
Management.
You can vouch for one? Is it in Genoa?
No, it is not.
Oh, good.
It's Egg Harbor Cafe.
Egg Harbor is good.
Egg
I've been
Harbor
there.
Cafe.
Good,
In,
nice place.
Geneva?
Yep.
They got a couple of them.
Yep.
There's a couple of them around. There's one in Barrington.
Barrington.
There's one there.
Yeah.
So yes, they're good place.
Leevis, you ever been to Barrington?
Barrington. Never
Egg
been to
Harbor in
Barrington,
Geneva.
but
We
I've
went
been
there,
to
had a very
Barrington.
nice breakfast.
Nice breakfast. Good place for the old brunch. Yep. Quality.
You could
First
go
Egg
to
Harbor-
Uncle John's in Belvedere.
Been there? Good breakfast.
You know what the best thing about their breakfast? No matter how many eggs you order, you always get an extra one. If
Always?
you order
If I order
without
6, I get
exception.
7?
I don't think you can, but yes. If you order 2, you get 3. You order 3, you get 4. They throw an extra egg, and everything's cooked in butter. It's fantastic.
And maple syrup.
If you want, from
Freshly
the tree that they
tapped.
tap.
Freshly tapped.
No, you can't ever get fresh tapped maple syrup because if they just tapped it, it's 15 hours to boil it to get to the sugar.
Oh wait.
Weren't you paying attention earlier?
So I couldn't just slip a little fresh maple on my tongue to give it a try?
Well, you could. What you would get is like a sweet water.
Oh,
It's
okay.
97% water coming out of the tree.
You said that.
I know I did. But
Doesn't
you
mean I
weren't
can't
listening.
try it.
You can try anything you want. That's fine.
I could lather it all over Asian
You
Matt's
could,
chest.
yes, that'd
Please
be great.
do.
And as hot as he is, it would probably melt. Turn. It would just turn.
I was going to say, it'd be boiled in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you would be able to. By the time it reaches
By
belly
the time
button,
it got to his belly button, we'd
You'd have
we'd
syrup.
have maple syrup. We'd have to clean it out with a Q-tip
You'd have Asian
coated in
syrup.
peanut butter.
That's right.
I'm finishing the Angel's Envy.
Oh,
I don't know who drank this much of the Angel's Envy, but
it wasn't I.
Angel.
It was the angels.
Were it not for how much steam is let off by boiling maple sap,
Why don't you read on that? I
I'll
think it's
make
on the
it some
cork or
syrup,
it's on
man.
the tag there when we open that.
I think my maple sap is boiling.
When did we open the Angel's Envy? When was it born?
9/1/06.
September 1st. And you're finishing it now.
10 years
and you're
later?
accusing me of drinking all your liquor.
Yes. Yes,
My
I am.
Lord.
do you have any maple trees here, Jim? Do you? Here
I
on
do
the
not.
property?
I do not. Well, no, I take that back. I think the one out back is a red maple.
Do you know how you can tell?
I could tap it.
Tap it.
Well, no, because you can get sap from lots of trees.
Okay.
Most trees. You can tell a maple tree. There's a handful of trees that if you look at the branches, a lot of them alternate where one branch goes up and one goes down. If you have a tree where the branches from the same bud go out in the same direction, like cans going up like a touchdown,
All right.
that's a maple, or it could be an ash, or it could be a dogwood, or it could be a buckeye. There's like 4 trees.
I thought you
Around
were going to
here-
tell me to lift up one of the roots and check the serial number.
No, you're likely to have a maple, but you might have an ash tree. But if it's an ash, you have the emerald ash borer, which is
So-
probably going to be problematic.
You're either going to be tapping that maple or you're going
Or
to be tapping
tapping
that
that
ash.
Nice.
There's a mile
that
somewhere.
coming.
And people who actually have, maple trees, they'll wear shirts that say I tap that on it, because it's just damn funny. In my
Tapping
opinion,
that ash.
tapping that ash.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be wearing the ear flap cadet while I'm doing it.
What if you prefer
What'd you say my
dogwood
name?
style?
Did you catch that, ladies and gentlemen?
What if you prefer dogwood style?
Leevis throwing in the dogwood. Tapping that ash dogwood style.
Well, as long as after you're done, it's not a weeping willow.
Or before. That's what they have Cialis for.
Oh, it's a new country album, ladies and gentlemen. Tapping that ash dogwood style.
Come to Sharon, Wisconsin. Hear all about it.
Kip and Debs. Kip and Debs. Now what are you doing over there, Leevis? What are you pouring?
I'm helping you out.
You're helping me out?
Yes.
He gave me 2.
I am
He's
missing a
like,
cup.
He's tired of giving me drinks. He just gave me 2.
It's not all he's going to give you as soon as those drinks are done.
I gave you the wrong one. So
I'm allergic to shrimp.
There you go.
So there was a mishap the last time you were here, Asian Matt. It was on the board
you don't have to say that about me.
for.
I thought it was the fact that he was here.
It was on the board. Celebrity Uber,
Oh, yeah.
We never
Celebrity
got to
over-
it.
That's true. That is true.
and I think you had a new character, didn't you?
You're talking about the Russian?
I think it was a Russian.
We had the Russian.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should do that.
That sounds good to me.
I may have one too.
Do you now?
Yeah, I think
Who do you got?
it'd be a good time for Celebrity Uber. And
Wait.
this is when I should.
oh,
have
I don't have the sound effect.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have the sound effects
This is when I should have been.
because I wasn't
pouring
planning on doing
drinks.
Celebrity Uber. The what?
This is when I should have been pouring drinks.
yeah,
should've.
exactly.
So
Exactly. Well, welcome back.
thanks.
But tonight I would
Thank
like
you very
Drummer Dirk. I would like Drummer Dirk to be the one calling the Uber.
Oh, very good.
So
Do you know Celebrity Uber? Do you know how we play this game?
he's never
I
heard the
do
show
not
before.
know. I do not know.
What you need to do,
Hello,
Drummer
Mr.
Dirk,
Uber.
I don't know either.
what you
Mr.
need to
Uber?
do is you make a fake phone ring. Go ahead.
Ring, ring. How's that?
You want it
Ring.
fake? You got it
Ring.
fake.
Just for demonstration purposes, we'll use a previous Celebrity Uber. Go ahead. Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Arnold. You need a ride?
Yes, I need a ride.
I come get you now. All right.
Okay.
Say that, and then you coming in the car, and we describe the trip. And we
Okay.
have a conversation.
All right. All right, very good.
But you don't know you're being picked up by celebrity Uber driver.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I just
All
think
right.
it's a regular Uber driver.
Right.
Now, usually,
Just-
I don't know
just
why
your
this
typical-
Regular run-of-the-mill Rockford
Genoan,
Uber driver.
Yeah, Uber driver.
But instead, it's Travis Kalanick, the CEO of Uber, who is now looking for help.
Yes.
The few times that we've done this, I've always gone first. Tonight,
I can go first.
JDawg's going first.
Wow.
All right, so, okay, ring.
Ring, ring.
He's from Batting.
He calls
Sounds
Uber.
like the
No,
Count
that
from
makes sense.
Sesame Street.
This is Uber. What do you need? Where are you going tonight?
I'm going to Mini Hans.
Okay, you're going to Mini Homes. All right, I'll send a driver right over.
All right, great.
Car pulls up. Give me a tire screech.
Evidently, the Dukes of Hazzard are picking you up.
You gotta climb in the window. Do I have to climb in the window?
You gotta slide across the hood.
It's actually the sound I heard from Asian Matt when he was in the bathroom earlier. Pushing out his
Which is actually what
legumes
the
or
same sound that
legumes
Parvin
or-
is making right now.
All right, so the car pulls up. Drummer Dirk gets in.
Through the window.
Through the window.
Across the hood, through the window.
Hi, ho, where can I take you today?
I need to go to Mini Hans.
Oh, we're going to Mini Hans. Okay. Let me just turn on the radio here and we'll get going. Never mind the fat pig in the front seat. She's been here for a while. I can't get her out of the car. She's sleeping now, but we'll get you there. Okay. Let me just start up the car here, and here we go, driving down the road. Moving right along. Well, the radio doesn't seem to be working. Do you mind if I sing?
That would be wonderful.
Okay,
I think I would really enjoy it.
There are so many songs about rain. Is that okay?
That's great. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Well, we're already here because you only lived a block from the damn place.
I want to be safe.
Do you want me to go around the block again?
You know, I enjoy the singing so much. Let's do it again.
All right, lovers, the dreamers, and me. La-dee-na-na. All right, we're back. So that'll be $42.50.
Do frogs really make that much?
Frogs don't make that much, but I got to pay for the fat pig over here. She's having corner grill. She ordered a burger, a chili, and 6 cheese fries. So $42.50 should cover it. Thanks for riding Uber. Get the hell out. Thanks. Say hi to JDawg and Leevis for me. He's starting to turn into Alf. At the end there.
Thin line. Where's my food? Thin line.
I want my cheeseburger. So, see, there you go, Kermit the Frog.
Very nice. Very nice. Nicely
Picking
done.
up Drummer Dirk. So,
Well,
Drummer
I
Dirk,
think I might change who I'm going to do.
you're going to change what you're going to do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, I do have to say one thing, though. I do have a corner grill gyro nesting in my belly very well right now.
Oh, nice,
Yes.
nice.
I thought I
And-
heard you singing. Did you ever know you were my hero?
Huh?
So it was humming there on the way in.
I'm afraid what's going to happen later, though. That's my fear.
Oh.
You'll be behind the drum kit.
With
It'll be
the
fine.
bucket, and I'll be all right.
He'll be sitting on the
On the
bucket,
bucket.
flipped over.
There's a hero lying deep within your.
You could probably snuggle up in the bed with Parvin in the emergency room.
Yes.
2 for 1.
Might need to later.
All right, Dirk,
All right.
Dirk, now you know how it works.
Okay, all right, very good.
So I'll be the Uber dispatcher.
okay,
So you call me, and then I'll dispatch Uber over here. So give me the ring.
okay, ring, ring.
What a fancy phone.
Uber, where are you going?
I need to go to.
All right, I'll send a driver right out.
Impatient cow.
and here, and here comes the driver. Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it.
And take it away, Uber.
I need to go somewhere.
Waka waka! Hey! You want to hear a joke?
He sounds when he stops and laughs, he sounds a lot like Asian Matt.
Yeah, let's hear a joke. Let's hear
All right, where are you going? Sounds more like, what's his name? Gilbert Godfre. Let's just change it to Gilbert Godfre.
There you go.
Where are you going?
I'm going.
Wait, before you answer that, I don't give a crap.
I need to go to Affleck.
Oh, Affleck. Everyone's a goddamn comedian. Oh, like I haven't heard that one before.
Weren't you fired from there, too?
Oh, yes, I was fired from there. I was fired from lots of places. I was fired out of your mom's ass one time. Goddamn comedian. All right, let's try. We're going. All right, we made it to the end of the block. Where do you want to go now?
Right-hand turn,
Again,
Clyde.
I don't care. Get the hell out of the car.
I'm glad you didn't ask me for any money. Because I wasn't
That'll
going to give
be
me any...
$42.50.
It's always $42.50.
Well, he's got a fat pig in the front, too.
Well, you were with his mom.
Oh. All right, that's Gilbert Godfre, everybody.
I was originally trying to do Fozzie in case you didn't catch that. But
Fonzie?
Hence
Fozzie, no.
hence the Waka Waka.
Waka
What gave it away? The Waka Waka?
That's what gave it away. Okay.
Okay, well, that was...
I think
Well,
I
I'm
would
glad I
have...
could
was radio
participate in
gold.
that. That was nice.
I wish I had a...
Wholesome.
Go
Nice.
ahead.
That was very nice. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
no problem.
I wish I had a visual of Gilbert Godfre kicking Fozzie Bear out of the car, and then
Just like walking up out of the alley. Get that out of the car.
I got this one.
This is my car.
Hey, Fuzzy Bear! Get the hell out of the car!
Who is that?
Doesn't matter.
It sounds so familiar.
That last line.
Do it again. Yeah. Tell Fozzie to get out of the car.
Hey, Fuzzy Bear! Get out of the car! I don't know. I'm trying to do Gilbert Godfre.
Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman doing Gilbert Godfre.
And by doing, you mean having sex with, not... by doing, having sex
back
with,
of an
not by
Uber ride.
doing... It's the Uber bus.
Celebrity Uber on JDawg and Leevis.
Uber Bang.
Oh my gosh.
.com.
Speaking of that,
Ethel
I
Merman
can't think of the
and
girl's name. What's the girl who's on Trump's the
Dick?
campaign manager? What's her name?
Oh,
Kellyanne Conway.
So, there was that big thing about how she was sitting on the couch with her
Yes,
shoes off.
yes.
I saw this one thing. It was genius because it was just the picture, her on the couch, and all the important people standing in the room, and someone just put Brazzers at the bottom. It was just the symbol or the logo, and that was it.
Nice.
It's freaking hilarious.
if my wife is listening, I don't get this joke.
If my wife is listening, I do, but she doesn't. So it's all good.
My wife won't listen to this.
Hey, that's like my wife.
And if she did, it wouldn't be for this long.
And there was somebody else that was saying too when she was sitting there with the legs folded back, that she was actually missing legs, like she was just sitting on her stumps or something like that. It was just everybody made such a big deal out of it.
I would have just put the word
And-
next underneath it. Next.
And I'm thinking that it's no big deal. It's not funny. But then now that you put that on there,
Now it's funny.
now it's funny.
It was freaking hilarious.
It's all about
Perfect.
context.
That's all it takes.
Perfect. I mean, you sit with on your knees on a couch, don't you?
I'm doing it right now.
You do it all the time.
He's on his knees all the time.
Hey!
Hey! I think we should replace money with hot dogs.
Hey!
Hey!
Zoinks!
I think we should change our currency to hot dogs. They'd all be roughly a nickel. And I'd put brown relish and mustard on it. I'd be delicious.
If you were a hot dog,
Would you eat yourself? Well, I don't. It's not damn rocket science. If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I would. I'd be delicious. One of the greatest impressions ever.
it was fantastic.
Didn't sound anything like Harry Carey,
No,
but
no.
hey,
Hey!
But the material was good.
material was good. Material was good. Oh, well, thank you, Gilbert Godfre, tonight for coming.
Hey, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Maybe you can bring Bobcat Goldthwait next time.
Oh my god.
Or maybe this time.
Speaking of those guys, who I really appreciated was Sam Kinison. And of all the jokes he said, I remember this one that he said that was just cracked me up. He was talking about how people in Africa were poor and they were starving. And he was like, "It's because you live in the desert! Move to where the food is! Get out!"
But he's dead now, so.
He is dead.
He's dead now.
He's dead.
And they're not, so I
Is
guess who's
Bobcat
got the
Goldthwait
last
still
one?
alive?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still
Yeah.
around.
Is he still doing anything?
Working
No.
at 7-Eleven.
Working at 7-Eleven?
Pretty sure.
lots
With
of
Elvis?
Yes.
Lots
Yes.
of coke.
That's true.
Is he doing anything? Lots of Coke. And Diet Coke.
I thought he drank Tab.
Did he? I love some Tab, man. Or some
Goldthwait
Pepsi
drink
Free.
Tab.
You know, I did see some Pepsi Clear the other day in the old grocery
Clear?
store. I definitely did.
Crap.
I'll pick some up. If it's still there, I will pick you guys some up. So next time I'm here in 6 months, I'll have Pepsi Clear for the group.
Okay. Fantastic. What's that? What's the other one? Zima. Can you bring some of that too?
That is coming back.
Yeah, they say
The
it's-
company
Zima's
is
coming back,
coming back. Yes.
You know what I had? I don't know if you're familiar with this, because unless you're probably from the Midwest, you probably wouldn't be. Canfield's Diet Chocolate Fudge Soda.
What?
Oh, geez, Louise! If you
What tree do you tap that out of?
if you have had Canfield's Diet Chocolate Fudge Soda, it was back in the 80s. You would. It's something. It's one of those things like Shasta cream soda. You just know. It's.
I know what you're talking
It's
Take
a
about.
your word for it.
Yeah.
I will have to get some, and I will perhaps bring you one next time.
We used to have Yahoo
yes.
Yeah, same
in
thing.
the fridge.
Isn't it
when I was
Yoo-hoo?
little.
It's Yoo-hoo.
Is it Yoo-hoo or
It's
Yahoo?
Yoo-hoo.
The chocolate drink.
Well, right.
Yeah.
They made it strawberry as well. Then they made it for that would sit on your shelf in the little juice box type.
I think it was Honey Jack flavored.
Yes.
Honey Jack flavored Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo or Honey Jack. It's a special mixture.
Which reminds me of a cereal I brought up the other day. Does anyone remember the kids' cereal? Quisp.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the little spaceman on it.
Fantastic
Quaker.
cereal.
Quaker makes
One of
that.
the best ever.
Yes. Did you ever have Urkelos?
No.
Urkelos.
Oh,
Urkelos
Urkel.
from Urkel from
Oh, yeah.
Family Matters.
They were actually named after him?
Yes,
Yeah.
it actually had him on the box with playing his drum, his big bass drum. They were like Fruit Loops, just the
No,
red
but
ones and yellow ones.
I had Dirkalos the other day.
Just some guy beating on a bucket.
Yes.
Maybe it was the
Urkelos.
bucket.
Maybe Urkel could come to Celebrity Uber sometime.
Oh my god.
Did I do that?
Yes, you did. Now clean it up.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 3 hours and 45 minutes for the show.
It's Tuesday.
So we're gonna have Leevis play us out here as usual. Thank you very much to our in-studio special guests tonight. Bob, Mike, Jarvis, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to be here.
Asian Man, everybody.
Oh,
Asian
thank you
Man.
very much. Thank you very much. Glad to be here. Thank you.
On the JDawg Asian Man and Leevis Show. In studio, Marty, everybody.
Woo. Thank you. Pleasure, as always.
Bringing a little bit of education to the show.
Education.
Well, he tried.
Yeah, well, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drummer Dirk. Drummer Dirk, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think he is now warmed up and ready and excited to go beat the Skins tonight at Mini Hans. I did check. There is no band,
Yes.
Good.
so we can play.
Which will be the same case when we start playing.
I was just going to say, when we're done, they can still say there was no band.
I will say I'm really excited about the whole Sharon, Wisconsin thing.
I'm very excited.
It's kind of, I'm excited to have you and the
Folk
drummer.
music in a
Yep.
rock music setting.
It's not just folk, man. I think we'll be all right.
I think we will. We'll be all right.
I think we'll be all right. I think having a drummer there really makes the band the band.
Well, the
I'll
thing
bring
is,
my
when the
gong.
drummer starts playing, if he's playing loud enough,
Doesn't
then
matter.
they can't hear us anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. They're just drums.
Sweet.
So and then we just kind of leave the stage. Just
Yeah,
drummer
there it
Dirk
goes.
keeps playing, and that's it. Now you got rock music.
I'll light the gong on fire, so we'll be good.
You said bong? Oh,
No, he said gong.
oh okay.
No, gong.
right. Well, again, I'm not going to tell you where you can hear us because you're listening to us now. But just in case you are listening, you can catch us on YouTube, you can catch us on iTunes, you can catch us on blueberry.com, BLUBURRY.com.
The trick is spelling JDawg right.
Yes. And to spell JDawg, it's JDawg.
And by W, you mean not two U's, you mean the actual letter.
W.
As
I was trained in radio class in 9th grade on WEPS, that you pronounce your W's by saying W. Because if you say W,
yeah.
somebody eventually will become president named W. So it was always W. JDAWGAND. LEEBIS.
You don't have to get that far. You just have to get...
Well, Leevis has 2 E's.
That's true, but...
Most people can figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, they could do LEAVEUS, leave us.
Leevis. Let me check your Utica. Oh, JDawg and Leevis. This was podcast. Was this podcast 29?
I don't know.
23? This is 20.
Let's call it 20.
30? 29?
Let's call it 2030.
2030.
I started drinking too early to know what podcast we're at now.
You shut your mouth.
10-4.
Play the guitar. Thank you very much for listening tonight. We'll be back in a couple months or weeks or
Days,
whatever.
whatever.
We'll let you know. Hopefully we get Parvin in here. And just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, I did talk to another very special guest that will be coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
Way out of studio, Manny. Manny will be invading the studio soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep that in mind.
When are we getting the English birds?
The who?
The English bird.
Yeah.
Probably not till the next time you're on.
Okay.
And since Asian Matt sits in the basement, that could be any time.
Right. You never really left here from the last show, did you?
I did not.
Well, that's it. That's all. Podcast 2930, one of those. I'll get the number right when I post it. But we're going to Mini Hans now.
Sounds good to me.
Talk about that next time. Next time we get on the show, we'll talk about Sharon, Wisconsin.
That's true.
And we'll be sharing our experience. Yes, and Sharon doesn't roll right.
No.
Give me Barrington.
Tap Sharon. You're tapping Sharon? Is that what I heard?
It's not Barrington.
It's not Barrington. Barrington.
Very good. Very good.
Capital.
We'll see you next time on the JDawg and Leevis Show. Very good. Very good, thank you.
Yes.
I got some peanut butter in my belly button.